'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear.
No, I picked it. I love that Sheeran. But I don't like this version with Justin Bieber. I like this version.
I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah.
It wasn't always a collaboration.
Long as you just hold me near, you can take me anywhere.
Funny looking guy.
You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody.
Good songwriter.
I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here.
Thought you weren't gonna be
I
here.
don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I
Got your
hate
back.
Got your
everyone
back.
I don't like nobody but you, baby, yeah. 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Ooh. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. When I'm with my baby, yeah.
It's not on yet. Just wait till you get up there. It'll squeak.
Last minute calling.
Hello. Hello, my name is Jake. Good morning, JHF. All dozen of us this morning. I am the engineering coordinator for engineer controls here at JHF. Been working at this position since about April. A little background on me. Going way back after high school, I joined the Army, did 8 years with the Army Reserve, held a couple different jobs. Was a photojournalist for my first tour in Iraq, came home, re-educated myself again, and then was basically emailed by Special Operations Command to work for psychological operations. And being 22, 23 years old, I leaped on it right away. My second tour, I retrained again with psychological operations and deployed again. When it was all said and done, 8 years down the road, I was ready to come home. Worked a couple odd jobs, nothing with any real direction. My brother Ben, who works over in the aluminum framework department, had just started working here, and he basically gave me the heads up, hey, I know that you hate your job currently, so why don't you go ahead and try out JHF. I did. I came in, I worked in the warehouse for roughly 7-8 months or so, and I saw him building a Union Iron Grain Pro, and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to wire stuff. I like to see things move, I like to build stuff, and I want to do that. So I went and talked to the powers that be and met with Chuck. And he offered me, if you go to Rankin and you make good grades, you can stay in value added and pursue your career in electrical work. And I did. And here we are now. I'm now the engineering coordinator for the controls department. Yeah, thanks JHF. So, meet our fellow employees, all of us out here. Say hello to everybody. Josh, thanks for coming out this morning. Oh, answer this question. If you could only smell one smell for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be work boots, I can tell you that. It would be not really much of a sweets guy. Probably my grandma, she's from Biloxi, Mississippi. There's a lot of seafood that was cooked in that house growing up. I think the cooking of seafood, for some reason, just kind of brings me home all the time. But that would probably be it. The cooking of seafood, crab legs, something like that. That's it. All right. So in engineering, we have 2 brand new technicians. Both of them worked with them for the last 3 to 4 months. They're both excellent. 2 of the best I've ever seen in this shop. Jonathan is very outgoing, highly motivated, always willing to learn something. Nate, I kind of refer to him as Robot Man. If you give him good direction and point him in the right direction, just get out of his way, he'll get stuff done. Would you like me to read off all the personal information about you, John? I see you hiding back there. Yeah, even me down here, I see you back there. So, a little bit about Jonathan. He works with us as an electrical technician. John has been with JHF for roughly 5 months. Before coming to work for JHF, he worked at assembled circuit boards for update. He assembled circuit boards for update systems. Jonathan is married and the proud owner of a Russian white cat. I did not know that, Jonathan. Jonathan's best day at JHF was the day he was hired full-time. At the time he was unemployed and states that sitting home and not making money is not fun. So thank you, JHF. I felt the same way, John. Nathan Stahl. He's been working with us for roughly 3 months. Before coming to JHF, Nate worked for General Automatic Transfer Systems. Nate lives in Depot. He has 3 children. He makes monies. Caden, who is 9, Avery, who is 5, and Lennon, who is 3. Nate would like to live in Texas or California if he did not live in the St. Louis area. I know Texas. All right. Little update news here. Myron Leonard, who's been with us for, I want to say, 2 or 3 years. I've worked personally with Myron on quite a few projects, to include Knapheide, which is a big 3-month stint out in Quincy, Illinois. I've always appreciated Myron's attention to detail. He is an Air Force guy, so being a military guy, me and him always hit on the same level. Myron has decided to pursue another opportunity outside of JHF. It's a little closer to home. Myron has roughly 45 to 50-minute drive out here, but he's made it every day he can. I wish Myron the best of luck. It was great working with him, and I'm sorry to see him go. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about our processes here and engineering controls. It's been kind of a cluster for a while. Losing Myron is definitely another punch to the gut, but resilience and resolve are 2 things that make anybody. The ability to get back up after being knocked down is, of course, always important. Your resolve is, what do you do after you get back up? Do you do the right thing? Do you get back up again if you get knocked down again? I think our resolve will come out at the end of all this. We'll get a new guy. We'll keep our processes going. There are things in place. I've worked with a couple different salesmen on, let's call it kind of project management type stuff. How to take on all the information that's thrown at us every day, consolidate it, organize it, make sure that everybody's on the same page. Josh Willems has been pretty big. We're trying something out, Microsoft Teams. It's a very, very good way to keep everything consolidated, organized. Basically hit dates in chronological order. You can see exactly how things are going down at the right time. I hope within the next couple months we'll be able to push this tool out to at least engineered controls and then see how it works and hopefully get everything back on track. Project workflow, let's talk about that a little bit. we have a lot of projects going on right now. Boeing is one of the biggest ones, and it reminds me of what we do. Everything's very, very complicated. Attention to detail is important, not missing dates, keeping all this information collected, harnessed, and then at the end, executing. Hope we don't let you down on Boeing, Josh. Thanks for working with us. Thanks for your help on it, too. Appreciate it. We got multiple other projects, multiple other salesmen, and we're more than happy to take the business for all the headaches, the heartaches, all that stuff that goes on. It's what we do. It's our job. We'll get through it. That's really all I gotta say about that. We'll roll it out. We'll make things better. Grateful appreciations. I think I already gave one. Very appreciative of Josh. Thank you for your help in kind of getting things organized, wrapping your arms around some of this stuff. Boeing's a big project, good customer. We don't want to let them down. I got another grateful appreciation. There are two technicians that are truly the silver lining in what I do every day. I come in and those guys make me feel good. They're doing what I used to do, and one of them, if not both of them, are already better than I ever was when I was in that position. And I am very appreciative of them.
I was going to say thanks to Jake, so you're funny. He's talking about how much toil he's going through on this Boeing project, and the reason it's been a lot of work for him is because he's taking the trouble to make sure that we don't order anything before we're sure that everything's right. And a lot of times we get in a position where the lead time is creeping up and we're worried about not meeting the customer's expectation, and we just need to get the stuff on order and just get it in, and when it gets here, we'll make sure we get it right. And that causes a lot more pain at the end than what you would have spent getting it right in the first place. So thanks for taking the time to understand that and get through everything. And Sadler's helped a little bit too, but appreciate it very much.
I wanted to thank everybody who came out last Saturday to the cleanup. I'm sure Dan would echo that sentiment. There was a handful of us. We literally filled an entire dump truck of trash just walking like a quarter mile in Kirkwood. Found like 7 tires, a huge 30-gallon drum, like a bunch of stuff. So just that small group of us picked up so much litter. So hopefully when we do it next year, more of you will come.
I got 2. David Brewer, is he down here? No, he's up in the training room right now. He was at training all week, and they drove back late last night because he needed to get back in and help us with some of the tool calls. So he's up there doing that right now. So thanks, David. Joe Anderson, is he here? No. I want to thank Joe. He worked late one night to get the hose feed machine working. I actually saw it work in full automation mode yesterday. So thanks, Joe, for doing that.
All right, important reminders and events. Do not forget the next sales meeting is September 13th. And happy Friday.